I've never really understood the tracking of years as far as personal significance. I get the idea that we have to have years, months, days to keep track of, you know, how we progress and in relation to one month or another day or another, so that our society can function. But when it comes to a personal tracking, a personal celebration of a new year, another birthday, another holiday, there's something that I just don't get about it. The feeling that we have to hold on to this arbitrary system of time is something that I've never been in tune with. But there is something good about it. You can try to make incremental progress based on the goals you make for this amount of time, whether it be a month, a year, a decade. You can kind of mark when you're going to start trying new things in your life, when you're going to start actually trying to work out that which has inhibited you in the past and you feel like will inhibit you in the future. Joining the past to the future through the present is important to humanity. It's necessary. But we often don't appreciate the moment. And that's the sad thing, because this whole tracking period, where we're going from past to future, right now, we're so focused on basically going further in our job in the future, getting another year out of our schooling, achieving a new a new salary the next year, that we don't really value the things that matter in the present, the things that we need to take note of in the present, because the present is always here, the future does not exist, and the past is a lie. The way we can acknowledge the present, the best way the best way that I can explain it is that, in my college career, I've been in college for many, many years. And most people that are in college, they are really focused on getting this or that degree. So they go through class after class, year after year, and it's all about completing what they need to do to achieve a certain degree. And I've always wondered, well, not wondered necessarily, but always questioned why people don't value the time that they're in school, for instance. That the experiences you have in school, in college, or even in high school or middle school or elementary school, though it's obviously easier for college students or high school students to understand this if they gave it the time, to value that period of learning, to value that time in your life, instead of just viewing it as something that moves you forward to achieving a degree that will help you in a future career. I think that's how a lot of lives are destroyed. We're just looking for the next milestone instead of enjoying the process. Instead of really experiencing the process, we're looking for that next milestone. Now, as human beings, we do have the capacity to change to a very large degree. We can change our perspective. We can alter our consciousness. We can gain better perspective on our past and change our hopes for the future. So I think that this year, 2020, this new year, and I'm making this approximately 3 hours after the new year began, we're now in the 20s, I think that this year, more so than last year, when the turning of the year happened, I'm going to try to enjoy the experience of life rather than just looking for the next milestone, just trying to work towards the next achievement. I'm going to try to enjoy the working instead of it just being the consequence of achieving something else, because that's all life is. It's not about it. It's not really about achievements. The vast majority of your life is going to be about you working towards them. If you can appreciate the time that you have when you are working towards a milestone just as much as a milestone, then you will have a healthier and happier life. You will be mentally healthy. And I think that's something that is lacking in modern society, at least in the West. So my New Year's resolution is to enjoy the working and not just what I'm working towards. To enjoy the moment, to experience it, and to allow it to exist for me not as something that I have to bear, but something that I can love, something that I'm connected to, something that I value. At any rate, if you have any New Year's resolutions, if you have any ideas about some of the things that I've talked about just now, feel free to shoot down in the comment section below on YouTube. I greatly appreciate all the comments, and I will most certainly look at all of your New Year's resolutions. I highly encourage that you think about your own life and how you can appreciate the moment more so than just what the moment is working towards, the value of the single moment rather than the accumulation of moments that comes in the future. I'd love to hear from you, your ideas about this, and if you want to contact me personally, if you want to ask me questions, if you want to collaborate in a YouTube video, feel free to go to www.facebook.com/hunter.salazar. Once again, www.facebook.com/hunter.salazar. And if you message me, I can message you back, or if you want to friend me, then message me. Either one is fine. But I'd like to hear from you and your ideas on this topic, because I'm learning how to appreciate the moment more so within the last several months than I have in the past. And I think that that's a very important aspect of being a human being. At any rate, thank you very much for watching, and hope to see all of you on the channel in the future.